Okay. Hi everyone. Hi, my name is Ming, and I wanted to record my video from today. The main purpose of recording this is uh, just to practice my English speaking, and eventually my final goal of recording this video is fluently speaking English like natives. So I guess many of you, whoever watches my video, might be might feel boring or not very much interested in it, but still, this is my very personal video, and actually I have my own focus, my goal in it. So hopefully you can enjoy just like a very ordinary podcast of someone living in this state as a foreigner. So yeah, welcome again to my first video, and actually I wanted to record it every day and upload it daily in my channel, not because of showing to someone else, but I just wanted to train myself and be responsible to myself and wanted to reach my goal. So that's why. So I'm thinking of recording each video in length of like 30 minutes around, because my recording app is actually Zoom and it only allows me maximum 30 minutes, and that's why I'm recording it up to 30 minutes, I guess. And actually, it's not really easy for me to speak without stopping in 30 minutes. And I guess that there will be so many mistakes and many like parts in my monologue, but I don't want to skip it or edit it because this is my real level of my speaking, right? So I just want to compare this first video and maybe when it comes to the last video, or I'm not sure when will be the last one, but when I compare maybe like 2 or 3 months later, then I can find out that I hope that my English speaking skills improved a lot when compared to the first level. So, um, I'm considering to record every day, like 30 minutes, with basically two parts of this video. And first part, I just want to freely talk about how was my day, or my just very ordinary thinking about living here or living as a student, master student in the US as a foreigner, or just very random thoughts about my life or anything I encounter within today. And the second part, I guess I just want to talk about some specific uh, topic that is recommended by maybe ChatGPT, because I lack some creativity to think of what kind of topics I should talk daily. So I will get some help from ChatGPT about choosing my subject. Okay. So yeah, um, so for today, I'd like to start the first part with maybe today's weather here is the mid. How can I say? Oh, by the way, Sorry for very much of confusion that I'm changing too many topics by myself because, as you know, there's no guideline for my recording, so so many thoughts are popping up in my mind, and I just want to speak up 20 things in at the same time. Oh, actually, for this recording, I don't want to look up the dictionary or find some very quality words because in the dictionary because one of my goal is not to use or look up the dictionary while I'm speaking out, so so that it can uh sorry, it can be heard more naturally. Because whenever we are communicating with someone else, we don't really look up for dictionary. Oh, wait a minute, I need to look up how I should speak for these words into English, right? So my goal is not, even though it may take me time to think of what to say or what word will be appropriate for my speaking, I will not. I will not look up the dictionary and I will try my best to think of paraphrase it or either not to use the very difficult word but try to explain in a easier way. Okay, so come back to my original talk. Yeah, now I'm currently staying in the more, I think it's in the middle of the state, and currently it's becoming warmer and warmer. But today, today it was very much strange weather because in in the morning it was sunny, but and then in the afternoon it suddenly had a thunder and very strong winds, like a tornado, which I didn't experience yet. And there was so many raining, so there was so hard rain uh, when I was outside, so I had to run hard, run very fast, run very fast to come back to home. And all of my friends also didn't bring any umbrellas because we didn't check for today's weather and didn't really think that 40% of the possibility of rain will be that much of big thunders and all the winds and all the rains. So we had to cancel uh, our trip or our tour around the city, and we had to go back to our home like within 1 hour or more or less than 1 hour. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure how many minutes I've been talking by myself. Let me check first. Uh Actually, I'm not really used to use this tool. Yeah, I can see that now. So it's been 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I hope I thought it was more than 20 minutes, but it's really hard to speak my speaking with myself in this much long time. And when I was looking for some YouTube clips for 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 like how to increase my speaking English speaking skills, many of them recommended me that I should talk to myself, I like muttering myself. But it was hard for me to do that because I usually mutter in my own native language rather than English. Because when I mutter, It usually comes in a very natural, what can I say? Um, all right. It it finishes it within like one or two sentences, and so it doesn't really help me to do that. So that's why I was thinking of like recording these videos instead of muttering about word muttering in like very um short sorry, I it's really hard. In very short sentences. I know this is very much boring, and I'm sure that you will definitely will not see my video until the end. But I am patient to myself, and I'm not really expecting the same level to you guys. So you are free to go. Okay, I'm here. I can keep my stance here. And it's been almost like 30 minutes already, and my monologue will be reaching almost half of today's record. And yeah, and there's very critical fact, important one that has to do with my life is these days is that I have a spring break next week, and which means that half of the semester already passed. And I can't believe it's been already eight eight weeks that I came to the state, and actually it has been almost 2 months, right? Yeah. I'm literally talking with myself. And um yeah, it was pretty cold whenever I came first here. It was minus 25, 6 degrees, and it was very, very cold. I had never been this much of cold before, but yeah, it was quite impressive experience to living in this kind of very cold regions, very, very cold regions. And I'm very waiting for spring to come or come sooner. And I'd like to go to my next part of my motoring into the specific topic conversation. Yay! And um, I'd like to chat with my chat GPT, sorry, and I will ask it about today's topic. So let me ask. So I'm practicing discussion. All my broken English with myself. And would you recommend any random thing us the next? Right, let me see. Oh, oh, okay. Here he said, that's a great way to practice. Here's a random topic for discussion. And here, yeah, the impact of artificial intelligence on everyday life. You can explore questions like how has AI already changed the way we live and work? Okay, I can start with this question. Okay, how has AI already changed the way we live and work? Oh, so this is very much influential question that affects my everyday life. When it comes to my studying my master's with AI generation, it's really helpful and much more effective to study with AI when compared to the era that didn't have AI yet when I was an undergraduate student. So, from for example, when I'm using the generative AI such as like ChatGPT mostly. Um, yeah, it's very useful from summarizing a very lengthy materials into 1 or 2 pages, like passages, so that I can get into the point of article or uh, what educational materials. And also when it comes to like writing, I don't want to really rely much on this AI things, but I cannot also deny that it's very much supportive and very efficient way to learn about um, useful expressions and also grammar checks. I can check whether my grammar is right or wrong, and yeah, it completes my. mm, I think it helps my learning, not only learning my English, but also helping me to learn my courses better. Yeah. And even in working, yeah, in the working, in terms of working, yeah, AI is very much smart enough that whenever, for example, when I'm trying to uh draft proposal, then the AI make a draft about like it says kind of bulletins about what kind of contents I need to uh, include in my drafts and what kind of points should be addressed with such materials or backup informations. And even when I ask further about those information's references, it also recommend me with what kind of like academic references or like related websites or anything. Really, literally any sources that can be used in my proposals. So, actually, I believe that I cannot go back into the time that I didn't use AI in my work or a study. And actually, it's very much it doesn't really matter ethically if I use it in a right way. And it's very crucial to incorporate this AI uh, skills into my work and also in study. Yeah, now I reached like 20 minutes and it's becoming more and more tiring and makes me really exhausted, but I will not stop here. I will keep continuing my speaking English and will reach my goal. And yeah, and I will go into the next question here, and it says like, what are the potential benefits and risks of AI becoming more advanced? So, what are the potential benefits and risks for AI becoming more advanced? Yeah, I think potential benefits I already covered in my previous comments, but benefits, I think since I think it already passed the initial stage of adopting AIs in our everyday lives. And since all the more and more data are collected and practiced and learned in AI system, so I think there will be growing needs and growing um potential of AIs being used in more and more fields of the industries and also like any sectors. And it will also definitely link into like creating more profits and expanding some business models kind of things. I know my answer is very rough and very not much professional, but please understand me because this is my second language and even AI is not really my expert sector. So I'm trying my best anyway. And you, okay, for the risk, yeah, I think there's also increasing risks whenever we are adopting AI skills into our daily lives because recently I got to know the news that was about the AI robot which is working in the cafe and very surprisingly it was able to do the latte how do we say like latte arts with that right dedicated movings of the robot arm and it made like a swan in the coffee or made some very beautiful flowers in the coffee for the customers. So it said that even those skills are hard for the human to like accomplish. So it was very strange to see that because those AI robots now replace barista's job market in that which means that the other sectors also AIs are very much replacing the human jobs positions. So I hope my field is not conquered by AI, but there are many sectors being replaced by AI, so which means our mankind, are also being have to um gain our own possibility or our own competency to survive in these days. So I think it's very hard to find out this niche market. It's the right niche market, not very competitive with AI. So yeah, it is one of the risk that we adopt AI and it's becoming more and more serious in our social society. Okay, I think I can go into the next questions here. So, should there be stricter regulations on AI development? Or fourth question is how do you personally use AI in your daily routine? Okay, daily routine. Actually, I'm using AI, ChatGPT every day, virtually every day. And even this topic was from ChatGPT. And since I'm a master's student here, I usually use AI to uh, look up some definitions or more explanations about some part of some passages of my courses materials. And usually, some part of my materials they have a bit uh, hard difficult sentences or some data that can be explained that can be understood for myself. So usually ask to ChatGPT for that. And when it comes to certain like program, I also you ask ChatGPT about my assignment, like asking like my assignment asks me to do this things, and I'm using like program A, and how do I should solve this task with this program? Then, although it takes some time, and sometimes it also fails to figure out how to do that, but I think most of the time it comes with very much detailed uh, solutions by order and even like plan A and plan B. So it was very much useful for me to uh, get used to the tools like programs, specific programs, or learning my coursework with my second language. S- So I think this is very, very much crucial in my life these days, and I cannot really imagine how I could graduate my undergraduate, my university without AI, ChatGPT. But I think there are really pros and cons to studying with AI, but the the most important thing I think is that it lessens my effort, which can be uh, done by more. How can I say this? So what I wanted to say is I can concentrate on more core value of my learning rather than putting those inputs into the other like very routinary or that can be done by AI things. Do you got what I mean? I think I can explain this much better like several weeks later, but yeah, I think yeah, I can concentrate, focus on more important things. More, I can grasp more core value of what I study here, rather than uh, doing much less, putting my effort in much less important things. Okay, so my first motoring recorded video is will be ending within 30 seconds. And I hope I can keep recording this because I really want to learn and increase my speaking level of English. And hopefully, I want to promise myself that I come every day. Maybe not in the fixed time, but we'll keep doing this every day to improve my own speaking skills. Okay, thank you for today's video and have a good night or good morning. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.